Reform of China's state-owned enterprises. Why is it taking place? How effective is it? And could it have a global impact? Hello, I'm Nathan King, filling in for Anna Naidu, and this is The Heat. Hello again. For decades now, China's state-owned enterprises, or SOEs, have helped power its economy. Reforms have been introduced along the way to increase efficiency and productivity. Now, as China continues to surge ahead and become a global economic powerhouse, a new round of SOE reform is underway. Before I bring in our panel to discuss all of this, we put together some background for you. Let's take a look.
The stereotypes of China's state-owned enterprises, especially in the West, is bloated, inefficient, too much capacity. But the reality is less gloomy. Of 102 SOEs, many have been transformed. China has been accelerating reform in key state-owned industries like electricity, oil and gas, railways and civil aviation. They're opening up to market forces with part privatizations, as well as cutting overcapacity and debt through injections of private capital, mergers and management shake-ups. Over 50 state-owned enterprises have been reformed under pilot projects that started in 2016. A third round of reforms will see nearly 20 more opened up to competition in key areas like communications. At the 19th Party Congress last year, Chinese President Xi Jinping said China aims to make SOEs capable of competing globally, saying, "We will further reform of state-owned enterprises, develop mixed ownership of economic entities, and turn Chinese enterprises into world-class, globally competitive firms." This huge undertaking is now being overseen by Vice Premier Liu He. He has also been the point person for US-China trade talks. And there is data showing the slimmed-down SOEs are becoming more and more profitable. According to China's Ministry of Finance, SOE combined profits reached 1.72 trillion won, about $253 billion for the first half of 2018. That's just over a 20% increase compared to the same period last year. However, there is a debate in China and elsewhere about whether the government's continued support for SOEs prevents more private sector investment. But Beijing sees public-private partnerships creating national and global champions in strategic industries of the 21st century, like new energy vehicles and semiconductors. China isn't the only country with a large public sector. India, South Africa, France and Germany, to name but a few, all have large state enterprises, which are to varying degrees subject to market forces. China, however, has by far the biggest public sector, and its reforms will be felt not just domestically, but globally.